Well, welcome back. It's me again, Sheepdog Smokey here, and this is one that I'm rather sad to see actually reported, but one that I've been waiting to see. We've all watched for the last several weeks, sorry about that, as we see stories from different states, such as Mississippi or in Kentucky, where police harass Christians for going to church. In Kentucky, you had a church parking lot littered with nails on Easter Sunday. Police officers harassing the churchgoers by recording license plates and leaving notes on their car. In Mississippi, they were fined $500 for sitting in their cars. And then, of course, you had Charles Hamilton Jr., was told by a police officer his rights were suspended. Now, I'm sorry, but that police officer cannot do that. You see, you can't just say there is no First Amendment right now. Even suspending habeas corpus does not strip you of your First Amendment rights or any other than the right of habeas corpus, basically the right to go to trial. You still have the right to worship and the right to gather to worship. But what's upsetting is that in Syracuse, there is a mosque that used to be the Holy Trinity Catholic Church, closed down now due to lack of parishioners, and now it's considered a victory mosque. Now, of course, the article that Syracuse.com is reporting is that Ifran Elahi used his skills to create a prayer room covered in plastic with special ventilation, circulating the air and recycling it every 4 minutes, and that the people who come to pray are wearing masks and staying apart. It doesn't matter. The people in Mississippi and Kentucky were staying in their cars and were harassed by police, telling them to leave and not worship. But that's okay because they're Christian. Why is no one on the left talking about what's going on in Syracuse? The answer is rather simple. No one wants to be seen as Islamophobic. No one wants to be the person who says, oh, we have to tell these Muslims they can't go to their mosque. That's not really a mosque. From what I've read, this Ifram Alahi invaded a abandoned Catholic church, declared it a victory mosque, set up what he calls a clean room, and now they have Muslims going and gathering in groups to pray. And, of course, New York Governor Cuomo is silent. Pelosi, Schumer, Saliza, Acosta, they're all silent on this. Literally now proving that it is only Christians and Jews who are going to be harassed when they gather for worship. I'm honestly not surprised by this. I'm saddened by it, but I'm not surprised. Because it proves that this whole quarantine, social distancing, all the just tyrannical restrictions are a political move. How many die every year from the flu or tuberculosis, pneumonia, drunk driving? When we get to flu season every year, we don't shelter in place and socially distance ourselves from each other to flatten the curve of influenza. With COVID-19, it is a completely new virus. There are no accepted treatments. There are no vaccines. There's no shot or anything that can be done the instant you're diagnosed, as they do with the flu. I understand that doctors need time to study it, and doctors are saying that hydroxychloroquine and zinc are helping. They are providing good results. But every time that's brought up, one of the liberal mouthpieces starts screaming that Trump is telling you to take a dangerous, untested drug, when it's really a doctor saying that I prescribed this and it provided good results. It is headlines all over the world that Rita Wilson took hydroxychloroquine and now is suffering painful side effects. No, Rita Wilson is roughly my parents' age, so 60s to 70s, that area, so the danger bracket for COVID-19. It is a respiratory disease that, in many cases, with people who may be immunocompromised or are older, can cause muscle soreness, fatigue, shortness of breath, coughing, fever, all of those things. She likely was treated, if she was symptomatic and serious, by basically being bedridden on a ventilator and given medication for it. If you are bedridden for several days, you're going to have muscle cramping. You're going to have fatigue, all of these things. It was not the treatment that gave them to her, it was the virus that gave those things to her. But no one is saying this in the mainstream media. No one is saying she got sick, she was treated and is recovering, and her body is recovering from everything she's gone through. They're just saying hydroxychloroquine is dangerous, ignoring that without using it, she would probably either be still in a lot more pain and suffering greatly, or, worst case, no longer with us. They scream and yell that Christians are violating social distancing. They're still holding their church services. They're putting us in danger. But they ignore this report about a Syracuse mosque in New York Gestapo Central for the U.S., where Cuomo has all but ordered police guards at every home to ensure you don't even open your windows. New York is going under because almost all of their businesses, save maybe food delivery and grocery stores, are not seeing any business. In Michigan, you can't buy plants or paint or other things to work on your home while you're stuck in your home. You can't get knee replacement in Michigan, but you can get an abortion. And apparently, Muslims can still go to their mosques. But Christians are told, stay home or else. I would like to think that these police officers who ignored vandalism and attempting to damage people's vehicles by scattering nails in a church parking lot were just mistakenly applying something the wrong way. But pragmatically, I know that's not true. They were ordered to harass these people going to church into complying with this edict. And that's very sad. But I've talked long enough. The sun has just gone under the horizon, so I need to get my flag down. So I'm going to end here. Let me know what you think. As always, be civil. We're not here to scream and yell. I can get passionate. We can get passionate while remaining civil. If this was a Buddhist temple holding whatever service they hold and being ignored, I would be just as upset. But what do you think? As always, please remember to like and share the video so that we can expand the conversation. And remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you're part of the channel and part of the giveaway at 500, 1,000, and 1,500 subscribers. Until next time, stay safe, smart, and healthy. Be careful, and everyone have a wonderful day.